starting with two information that need to be said. First one is that I count this as early guide. What that means is this guide was created on beta server. Beta server are more funky ones, so sometimes abilities are not functioning properly, but it's hard to say. So maybe not 100% what I'm saying right now. It's reality, and our retail is a little bit different. But usually is everything alright, and just a little tweaks, some functionality. If anything will change, just check in the description. I will keep updating you as soon as possible, as soon as I learn something. If this guide is actual or if something is else, then I'll just tell you there. So just check description right now if you want, if this guide is currently actual. And also with the actuality is because from start of new DLC there is usually many hotfixes and balance changes. So guides can get really old really fast, but I will try to do new guides as soon as possible and just note you in the older ones that something is not quite right, what I'm saying inside there. Another thing with the early guide is that I'm focusing more on healing. So you are usually just gathering your gear and you want to just go higher content to get better gear. Usually you are under gear because you are just collecting it. So this is not focused on some pushing hierarchies, it's just focused on completion of your keys for everybody to be safe, full on health, and you'll be just chilling, not focusing much. Don't need to min-max for some high keys, this is just for your gearing. Of course, a lot of things it's similar and exactly the same when you are pushing, but there are some tweaks to it. Second note I want to mention is that if you have set piece or you don't have set piece, it doesn't matter for this guide because your priorities, your gameplay will be exactly the same. Just with the set piece you'll be stronger, without it you'll be weaker. But the start of new DLC, it's season 1, and that's usually a long time before you get your hands to set piece, so don't worry about it. This is still guide for you, so no set, absolutely fine. You are just a little bit weaker. Let's go on the stats. Close it, I have random stats, it's beta server, it's not that easy to play with your stats. But your top most priority is haste, because we are just non-stop casting, so we need to cast faster. That's my reason. Second one is versatility. After that, with critical, you can put critical a little bit higher if you think, but versatility is less RNG, also a little bit defense, so up to you. And the last one is mastery, because problem with mastery is it's healing over time, and in dungeons there is usually no damage and then burst one instead of just some sustain. So yes, first most priority is haste. Everything should be on haste, everything that have possibility to be on haste. Then we have versatility with critical, mastery as low as possible. Not like mastery is bad, but other stats are better, as usual. Alright, let's move on. Talents. From talents I choose some gold middle wave that is just good for almost every situation we can find in dungeons. If you want exactly these talents, import link will be in the description. Only thing you could think about to change is Phantasm, that is after you activate Fate, removes all snare effects. I choose Archon because Oracle can be, well, its potential is higher than Archon, but Archon is much easier to play and you don't need to min-max that much, because Oracle you need to think much more about what you are doing to get used to it. So we have opportunity to mess it up. Archon is better because there is not much you can mess up there. It's comfortable to play and definitely should keep you going through gearing process. Now about priorities, gameplay rotation, whatever you want to call it. First most priority is to keep using our prayer of mending. So not only it's healing when the target will get damage, it's also spreading our renew, so it's additional healing, and it's also reducing cooldown of our sanctify. So it won't do much, it's not some huge ability, but it's something we want to just keep your eyes on. When you have some spare time, just always apply it on and it will be ready. Most usefulness is when group is getting sustained every damage, then it's healing quite a lot, but not a miracle ability. So let's move to second priorities, and there's our Holy Word, Serenity or Sanctify. They are almost the same, they have 2 stacks, they have minute cooldown, and they are huge, massive heals. One of them is single target Serenity, single target Sanctify is AoE. So yeah, if you need AoE, use Sanctify. If you want single target heal, use Serenity. So as most heals, anytime you need to heal, we are using this Thomas priority. If it's nothing happening, you don't need to heal a lot. You still want to keep using them. Then you have 2 stacks and there is no massive damage to the group. You still want to use it because it's fully charged and it's saving your time, it's saving your mana, it's effective heal, also spawning Naru. So if there is not coming some big boost damage to your group, just use it regularly to just not waste it. But if some more healing type situation is coming, then of course keep them for that situation. So additional mechanic that we already seen, after we use some Holy Word spell, we are also spawning Naru, and he will just copy our heals. If we heal single, he will heal single. If we heal AoE, he will heal AoE. If we do damage, he will do damage. So he is just copying our abilities. Let's say he's empowering what we do by some percentage of increased damage healing, but it's counting as his healing. You can say it somewhere. Like this is Demon Image, this is his AoE heals, this is his abilities, there are squeeze here and there, this is single target heals. Another mechanic also we use not only spawning Naru, but through Shiny Talent over here, after we use Holy Word spell, our Flash Heal or Heal, these two in the dungeons are increased by 40%. So we don't want to use 2 Holy Word spells in a row. So when you are, let's say, healing single target, I don't have 2 stacks ready yet, but you will use Serenity, then you use Flash Heal, so you increase that healing by 40%, and then we'll use another Serenity, so not twice Serenity in a row, because you don't want to waste that 40% healing increase bar. Also, when we are casting our heal or Flash Heal, then we are increasing healing of next Holy Word spell, stacking up to 5 times, so both of them are just working with each other. Casting us improving this Holy Word, and this Holy Word is improving our cast heal abilities. And the last mechanic we want to talk about is Holy Word spells, that after we use other abilities like heal, Flash Heal, you can see already the cooldown is bouncing. So Serenity, after we use Prayer of Mending, we are using heal or we are using Flash Heal, it's decreasing cooldown of our Serenity. So it's cooldown not minute, it depends what we are doing. So it's often much shorter than the full minute cooldown. So yeah, we are using our Prayer of Mending to keep that buffs rolling on friendlies, on the group. Then we have our strong heals, we are moving on. Third priority is Halo. It's 1 minute cooldown, so I usually put these abilities in cooldowns, not a rotation. But Halo is doing so many things at the same time. I just wanted to put in priorities because it's really important to use it, as our hero talents are mostly everything about this Halo. So, classic Halo, what it's doing, it's the circle that will expand from you. It's quite huge range, and it's healing every target hit, and it's doing damage every target hit. It's massive circle, but don't worry, it's not affecting enemy targets that are not in the combat. So if there are some enemies around, don't worry, you are not pulling them, it's not affecting them, it's only doing damage to enemy targets that are in combat. So yeah, it's safe to use, you won't pull anything else. So that's the base Halo, what we had before, just 1 circle, but now, after Halo reach maximum range, after expanding, it will also start to going back to you, so it will hit everybody again, and it will be casted 2 additional times at 100% effectiveness every 5 seconds, and will do twice. So every Halo will be activated 3 times after you use once, so it will be 1, after 5 seconds second, after another 5 seconds third one. Also when it finishes expanding, it will go back. That means per 1 cast of Halo, it will hit every target in range 6 times, because it's activated 3 times and it's also returning to you. So it's already doing great early healing, and because most of our healing is through Flash Heal, and Serenity, what is single target abilities, this is great addition to our toolset to heal that AoEs. Of course, we have Sanctify, but people need to be stacked, and we don't have many mechanics that will be resetting cooldown of this ability. So our AoE is limited by this one ability, so now we have a Halo that is quite decent. So apart from its healing, they are doing other mechanics on the Halo. Every target, when you get healed, is increase your healing on the target by 2%. It's per hit, stack 5 times, so this will be 10% healing increased. So yes, it's increasing all your healing on the target's hit. Also, if you create Halo, you get Surge of Light. Surge of Light is found over here. So your healing of your next flash heal will be instant and costing you no mana. And in addition, we have also in Hero Towns that extra instant free of mana flash heal will be also increased by 30%, so it will be healing more. And also when it's consumed, it will decrease cooldown of Sanctify by 4 seconds. So this is another way how we decrease the Sanctify cooldown, because otherwise we are just decreasing cooldown of Serenity. So that's another big part of Halo, and there is a little bit more. Hero Talents on the left side is also Halo extending duration of your Apotheosis, what is your main healing cooldown. Also can be used for quite nice damage. So every use of Halo is extending this duration by 1 second. We are using it 3 times, so it's 3 seconds. And also when you use it outside of cooldown, that increased duration will be stored up to 6 seconds. And we get 3 seconds by 1 cast, and is minute cooldown. Apotheosis is 2-minute cooldown, so we can use it twice before we have Apotheosis back. That's 6-second increase, and that's quite a nice addition to our cooldown. So it's not 20-second duration, it's 26. So our Halo is decent ability, helping us heal a lot, and it's helping on that AoE would be desperately luck with the Holy Priest. Moving on, next priority, and that is Holy Nova. Little note, very important note, what I'm saying, little, very important note. Holy Nova here in the priorities is only with Rhapsodic stacks on the full. 1 stack of Rhapsody is increasing healing and damage of Holy Nova by 20%. If we have full stacks, it's 400%. That's notable healing increase, that's important, because otherwise Holy Nova is not that strong. So when you have 20 stacks, even on single target, it's worth it because it's cheap. Click it, it will do some healing, it will do some damage. Only on 20 stacks. Don't keep spamming it for healing, it's not worth it. 20 stacks, okay. Less stacks, just forget about it. Also, when I was talking so much about Halo and I never use it, so let's just use it because it's shiny. Here's that proc for instant flash heals, that was healing more. And this is second cast, second return. So it's our light show. It's cool. You will definitely like this build. And our last but not least healing ability is our flash heal or heal. What are they? There are our single target heals that we need to cast. Which one to use when? Flash heal, when you cast it, you get a stack of Lightweaver. So flash heal reduces the cast time of our next heal by 30%, increasing healing down by 25%, stack up to 2 times. So if you have a Lightweaver buff, you want to use heal. If you don't have a Lightweaver buff, you want to generate those buffs with a flash heal. That's one reason how to decide which one to use. Second one is you have chance to get your instant flash heal, and is also increase its healing, and you are also getting it from Halo by 100% chance. It's not just 8% chance over here. So if you have instant flash heal, do it. Do the flash heal because it's also healing more, saving you mana. But if you have 2 buffs already and you have instant flash heal, cast heal first to just consume the stacks, and then it will generate another one with the instant flash heal. So yeah, if you have 2 stacks, definitely go for the heal. If you have 0 stacks, definitely go for the flash heal. If you have 1 stack, you can still prioritize flash heal if you have that instant cast, free of mana, 30% increase healing. Another mechanic with it we already know. When we are casting this flash heal or heals, we are decreasing cooldown of Serenity. That's nothing new. Another mechanics we have when we are healing with flash heal or heal, it's down over heal, try of light. So after we heal second target, the previous target is healed by 25% of what we are healing. So when you're healing AoE, it's quite good to get used to switching target regularly, because if you just keep casting to the same target, it won't be as effective. Another mechanic is after we cast Flash Heal on ourselves, we have 10% defensive. But also when we are casting Flash Heal on other targets, 20% of that healing is sharing on us. So not only we are keeping ourselves alive, but also, can I heal this guy? If I can heal him. It cannot, he's an NPC, not a player. But 20% is shared on you. So yeah, nice healing, but it also counts as you heal yourself with Flash Heal. That means you have almost constantly on yourself that 10% damage taken reduction, what is really nice because Praise doesn't have so many good defensive choices. So Flash Heal, it's our spam abilities. We use our cooldowns, we use our priority abilities before their usual cooldown, and then we are spamming this to Flash Heal, keep casting, keep casting, keep casting. This is not complete dungeon. We didn't went to the end, but you can see Flash Heal and Heal is really important up there. It's a little bit scarce because we never finished dungeon, so it's hard to exactly tell by this, oh, this is your healing. So quick summary of priorities on the end. We are using Prayer of Mending, usually on the cooldown. Second one, we are using Serenity Sanctify, depends if we want single target AoE healing. Third one is our Halo. It's 1 minute cooldown, but it's important to use because many mechanics around it. So if you have it and there is AoE healing, just go for it. Even when it's not healing in a side, just use it for damage. It will still do some good chunk of your damage done. After that, we have Holy Nova only with 20 stacks. And you can skip that if you need to heal stronger single target, because for single target is not that good, but always you have some spare moment, even just for damage, 20 stacks. Use Holy Nova. And last but not least is Flash Heal with heal. That's what we are doing most of the time. That's we need haste, because that's what we do. We are just keeping casting and we are watching our stacks of Light Weaver. Moving on cooldowns, there are not so many on a priest, so we have Guardian Spirit. Guardian Spirit is not defensive. Well, let's dig into it. Guardian Spirit prevents target from dying. So if somebody would be on next hit lower than 1 health, this ability will be activated and heal him for 40% of his health, so he won't die. If this happens, cooldown of this ability is 3 minutes. But if the target didn't progress, like cheat death, this cooldown is only 1 minute. And why is that huge? Because there is second part to this ability, and that whoever got it on themselves have healing taking increased by 60%. And this is a little bit different than most time healing increase is by 60% or something like that healing increase, because usually there is some note about its healing increase from your abilities or your healing overtime effects and blah blah blah. In Holy Priest, Guardian Spirit, this healing increase is just healing taken for anyone, absolutely anyone. So in raid, others can heal more. In the dungeon when there is some Blood Death Knight, he's healing him 60% more. That's a massive healing increase for Blood Death Knight. So it's not only your heals, it's also their heals. Also they use healing potion, it will heal 60% more. So that means you don't only use it to save somebody from dying, you also use it to increase healing to the target from your abilities or their own abilities. Or somebody like, say, Shaman or Retribution Paladin, they can just do some of healing if you really even need. Well, usually they don't do and they just die, but yeah. Alright, so this is our defensive ability. Only defensive ability we can use on somebody else, but if you don't use it for somebody to save his life, well, of course, if we increase our healing, we will save his life because he never dropped that low. But yeah, we can be using it for increase our healing, then cooldown will be just 1 minute, so we can use it often. Alright, next cooldown, Apotheosis. That's our only healing cooldown we have. Well, Halo, but we put it to priorities, so let's say only healing cooldown we have. Apotheosis. What it's doing is increasing your healing by 10%. It's from Hero Talents over here. So all your healing done is increased by 10%. And you will also recharge your stacks on Sanctify and Serenity by 1 stack. So ideally you want to use it after these abilities are just used, so do not waste it. Now I click Apotheosis. I got nice sound, we gotta it activated because you can get in rate automatically. What I'm saying even, it's not about the guide. Moving on. So, and after you have this buff up, your reduction to the cooldowns, it's much higher. So what this cooldown is doing, not only increasing your healing by 10% and giving you 1 extra stack of Serenity and Sanctify, also working for Chastise, it's allowing you to recharge this ability much faster. So you will have Serenity many times ready during this cooldown, and you can use it multiple times. So yes, you need more healing than you have without cooldowns. Exactly, this ability is for you, and keep recharging those Serenities. It's also reducing cost of those Holy War abilities. Okay, next cooldown, Shadow Fiend. It's not a huge deal. So what he's doing, we will release our friend for 15 seconds, he will start auto-attacking. Every time he will do auto-attack, we will regain 0.5% of our mana. And also every his attack, he will heal some healing to one friendly target. So it's not something you need to think about, it won't do much, but just keep using it because it's an addition for mana sustain and it will do some passive healing. Let's see if I at least use it a few times over here. And here is the boy. I don't know, maybe I use it just once, maybe twice, so no big deal. You don't need to plan it to some bruise healing, but just keep releasing it and you have it ready. Little mana, little extra healing, also little damage. Then we have our Power Infusion. I'm sure you know Power Infusion, because everybody will be asking you, please use it on me. They usually don't even see please, use it on me. So this is little bad last, it's 20% increase haste for 15 seconds on you, an additional target. If you cast on yourself, only you will get it, so don't do that. Always cast it on somebody else from the group, because you will also get 100% of that effect. Now, with the Hero Talent, it's additional 10% haste for you, so it's 20% for friend, 30% haste for you. You usually time this to the cooldowns of damage dealer to just increase his damage, but if you are in tight spot on healing, use it when you need to have some increase to your heals. But yeah, usually time it to cooldowns of other DPS. And last cooldown I want to talk about is Symbol of Hope. Is regenerating some mana, is not so important in dungeon, this is much more important for raid, but yes, you will get 10% of your missing mana, it won't be much. But mainly in dungeon is important, it's recovering 30 seconds of the major defensive cooldown. So after there is some many boost AoE damage phases or single target when tank a problem or anyone is getting a lot of damage, he's using a lot of defensives, you will start channeling Symbol of Hope to help him reduce that cooldown. So next time he will get less damage because his defensive will be already ready. Not that strong, but can really save lives on very high keys, so higher you go, this is more important. Otherwise just click it here and there to get your mana back. As usual, on the end of the guide is time for damage, because that's what is expected from us. We are keeping Shadow War Paint, we are casting Holy Fire and Justice, we have additional 2 casts of Holy Fire. Then we want to stay close because we want to use 20 stacks of Holy Nova, it's still working on single target, only if you have 20 stacks, don't use it otherwise. And then we are just casting Smite. And that Smite is also recovering more Justice, so you will have the Holy Fires faster. Then I'm ready and I can just do multi-hits with Holy Fire. If we are doing AoE, it's 4+ targets, we are no longer using any Shadow War Pain because it's just not worth it. Then we are focusing on casting our Holy Fire, because also initial hit is sharing to additional target. It's 75% of initial damage is shared on nearby enemies, it's massive AoE damage. So our most priority focusing on that AoE is hitting with Holy Fire. For Holy Fire we want to use Chastise, because guess what, you can do an additional 2 Holy Fires, and when we have these 2 abilities on cooldown, we are spamming Holy Nova. And Holy Nova is also decreasing cooldown of Chastise, otherwise it wouldn't spam it as much. But keep in mind, this is 4+ targets. Otherwise you focus on that single target rotation, just with a change. If you have 2 or 3 targets, you are applying pain on most targets, and if you're casting Holy Fire, you want to spread this Holy Fire on multiple targets. And of course, we have Holy Nova, but let's count Holy Nova as like healing ability. But of course, if you're doing AoE, it will be doing hitting literally everything multiple times, so it will do definitely decent damage. But we should be using almost on cooldown anytime there is some AoE damage in the group, and there will be many times AoE damage in the group, so I count as Halo. We are planning it for healing. But sure, if you don't need to heal, just click on cooldown to do that juicy AoE damage. Of course, some single target too, but not a huge part. So that will be all what I want to say about Holy Priest. At least some classes a little bit simpler than others. With some other classes there is so many synergies and mechanics, but at least Holy Priest is a little bit simpler. Even that we are lacking that AoE heals. Okay, we have something, but after we use it, then we are just healing that single target. Not great, but sure, we can survive, right? If you prefer having guide in text form, exactly this guide is on my Discord. When I'm recording these videos, I'm just guiding myself through that written guide I have already ready. So link is in the description if you prefer text. If you have any questions, just don't hesitate, ask me, I will be happy to answer. And thank you for watching, goodbye.